My name is Brenda Marlowe, and this is my story. I've been coming to CCC all my life, and I was raised in the church in a Christian home. And the first time that Christ rescued me was when I was 11, and I accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior. And being raised in the church back when I was growing up, it had a very legalistic bent to it. And so through my childhood, I grew up feeling like seeing God as someone who just wanted me to follow the rules, and that was all that He was concerned with. Because of that, it caused me to become very perfectionistic and feeling like I had to be perfect. And so when I was in my early 30s, it had come to a head because just realizing that I couldn't live up to what I thought God expected me to do, it caused me to go into a depression. And it was a very difficult time. And I oftentimes would be sad, but this time I just could not pull myself out of it. It was in a very dark place. And looking back, I find that God brings people into your life to help Him rescue you. And at this time, God had brought a person into my life who showed me the other aspect of God, the grace, His mercy, His love, totally opposite from the legalism that I had believed and grown up with thus far. And that person was Pastor Greg Henneman. Pastor Greg was like an anchor in my life through that time, and helped pull me through, come out on the other side, just seeing Christ in so much of a more loving way, so much of a more accepting way, to believing that God was for me and not just against me, not just waiting. And because of the legalism, I became a people pleaser. You know, I came to a point where I could not even see that I could ever please God because of the way I thought about Him. So I thought, well, I can please people. So I started pleasing people. And so that led me into codependency. So about 4 years ago, our church started a ministry called Celebrate Recovery. And it was in that ministry that I became aware of why I was unable to move forward, that I had this people-pleasing issue where if I would make a decision to do something for my own life, if someone else wanted me to do something, I would give that up and just go do whatever they wanted. That in no way was doing what God wanted me to do, because He had given me a life to live, and He had given me a purpose. And so at that time I was just so lost. And I went through Celebrate Recovery and found a lot of healing in that ministry. That ministry is basically a study of yourself using God's principles from the Sermon on the Mount. And it was such a powerful healing experience for me, and God basically rescued me from myself at that point, and my habits, hurts, and hang-ups. So as I continue on this journey, I'm really excited about the story series that we're doing, and I can see clearly how God was in my story throughout all my life, throughout the difficult times, throughout the happy times. It's just been miraculous. It's been just, I can't even describe how my life has changed, and how God has come in and just helped me through finding what brings me joy. That has shown me more of what my purpose is for being here, because He promised an abundant life. He wants us to have joy. So I'm just so thankful that I chose to invite Christ into my life, and that I chose to continue on this journey.